सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Yeah, we'll take up the clarifications. First one. In yajna, we relinquish our obsession for the fruits of our action, karma pala. We also relinquish the kartrutva. A yajna is performed for chitta shuddhi, correct. In karma yoga, we work towards the elimination of our desires, correct. How are yajnas different than karma yoga? Is there a difference between working for the relinquishment of the fruits, karma pala, of our actions and the elimination of our desires? Okay. Okay, to answer the first clarification. In one context, karma yoga equals yajna karma. In another context, yajna karma is a superior kind of action itself. To understand the chronology of the sequence of actions, we saw that last week. First one is, remember the sequence we studied? First one is inaction, not doing anything at all. Another is desire-ridden. Another is desire-ridden actions. Selfish. You do it only for your desires. And then not only you are interested in fulfilling your desires, you are concerned about others also around you. You are not only interested in your desires, you are interested in the welfare of others. You are concerned about the others, that's all. A limited circle. Then you further evolve into working for a greater cause. When you are thus working for a greater cause, etc., there are consequences to that way of doing action. What are the consequences? The worry, the anxiety, the insecurity, or whatever be it, all those comes. But all this will not be categorized as yajna karma. What is the difference now? In yajna karma, the fundamental difference between what we call as the karma yoga and yajna karma is drishta or adrishta type of result. In karma yoga, there is a visible, tangible result. In yajna karma, there is no visible, tangible result. Are you able to understand the difference? In karma yoga, there is a visible, tangible result. What is visible, tangible result? Somebody is hungry. You give them food. That person is happy. You are able to see the benefit directly. Correct? Another thing is not even bother about somebody being hungry. You don't even care about somebody being hungry. Another thing is you care and then you give food and the person hunger is over. You are satisfied. Definitely you have helped to that. Definitely you have helped to the person. Karma yoga. Now what is yajna karma? You are not offering food to anybody. You take a whole lot of rice and put it in and offering it in the fire with the Shraddha that it will get converted and reach the beneficiary. Are you able to follow the difference now? Which requires Shraddha? Does Drishta Karma requires Shraddha or Adrishta Karma requires Shraddha? Adrishta Karma requires Shraddha because there is no, you are not seeing anybody getting the benefit. Are you able to follow the difference between Karma Yoga and Yajna Karma? Where you see a benefit, you are happy. Here, you put it in the fire and hoping that it's going to reach. Okay. As you are offering it in the fire, one part of you is doubting what you are doing. Correct? One part of you has a doubt. You don't understand Tamil also. I don't know. You should make one, who all doesn't know Tamil should not be allowed into this classroom. It's too irritating it is. Ram Subramaniam, Major Sundarajan Mari பேசினிருக்கோம் இல்லையா இங்கிலீஷ்ல தமிழ்லயும் மாத்தி isn't it? Yeah, he speaks like that, no? Yeah, he'll say one word and then he has to repeat the same thing in English. There is one actor, in our old movies, he will do that. He will say something in English and then he repeat this. So by the time he'll say, Napa Major Sundarajan Madri Pesre, we will say. Yeah, our lectures are becoming like that nowadays. You offer it in the fire, you have a doubt whether it will reach or not. So one part of you is doing, the other part of you is not convinced about what you are doing. Now, does Chitta Shuddhi come via Karma Yoga or does it come through Yajna Karma? When you are at a very gross level, Chitta Shuddhi will happen through Karma Yoga. When you are matured, Chitta Shuddhi will happen through Yajna Karma because you have a conviction in Dharma. Carefully follow. You have a conviction in Dharma. What is Dharma? You offer it. There is the law of karma. The basis of Dharma is the law. Dharma itself is called as a law. Yeah. To have a conviction in Dharma, you are very convinced about the law of karma. What is the law of karma? Action will have an effect. And action done with the right attitude, will definitely produce the result. What is meant by relinquishing the fruit here? Relinquishing the fruit means, Amit, you don't fix the timeline. I have done it today, it should happen tomorrow. The timeline you don't fix. You have done the action. The law decides, the God decides what is appropriate time for you to get the benefit, and at that point in time, it will come to you. You don't decide when it should come to you or when it should not come to you. Are you able to follow? The fact that you are able to move out of the ego is Chitta Shuddhi. What is Chitta Shuddhi means? You are able to move away from the ego. Therefore, in order to distinguish between two levels of action, we are using two words, Karma Yoga and Yajna Karma. In most of the times, Karma Yoga and Yajna Karma will be interchangeably used also. But then to understand the concept, use Drishta and Adrishta. You do an action, there is a visible, tangible result, you have a satisfaction. It reached the beneficiary. Isn't it? You light the fire and you say, Agnaye Swaha, Agnaye Idan Namama. You say that. Who knows whether Agni is going to take it or not? Who's there to watch it? Who's even going to know whether it actually works or not? When you are able to move into the adrishta part of life, you are getting into the real aspect of Chitta Shuddhi. You follow the difference now? So use it interchangeably. The words doesn't matter. Sometimes in this classroom, I also use the word so interchangeably. When I say karma yoga, I will mean yajna karma. When I say yajna karma, I will mean karma yoga. We all use it interchangeably, but the concepts I will not change. What is the concept? Drishta or adrishta? In the Kenopanishad, when Agni comes in front of Brahman, Brahman asks, who are you? Yeah. Brahman asks, who are you? When fire comes, you know fire has come, no? Isn't it? 7 o'clock in the morning, Amit, we know fire has come in Chennai today. Yeah. By 8 o'clock, we are all getting roasted at 8 o'clock. We are all rushing into the house and don't want to come out after 8 o'clock itself. Isn't it? We know fire has come, isn't it? And that fire goes in front of Brahman, and Brahman asks, who are you? And Agni gives a very beautiful name. He says, I am Jatavedas. Jatavedas means all-knowing. I know everything. Brahman is all-knowing. What is Agni also claiming? I am all-knowing. What it means as Agni all-knowing is, he is the 14 lokas courier person. We have courier person only in one planet. Blue Dart does courier service in one planet only. Agni does courier service in all the 14 lokas. Therefore, he knows everything, everywhere. Therefore, you offer it to him, he will keep it, and whenever the appropriate time comes, he will deliver it. It means what? You do the action and you must just wait. That waiting period is called relinquishing the fruit. You are not in anxiety for the fruit to be shown in front of you. Follow the difference? This is the difference between karma yoga and yajna karma, which is what he has already explained it very well in chapter 2. Karmanyevadikaraste ma paleshu kadachana ma karma pala heturbuhu mate sangostva karmani. Karmani eva adhikaraha. Enga adhikaram irukku? Where you have right? You have right in doing. As a doer, I should also be focusing on the fruit also, no? Isn't it fruit part of the doer? Isn't it result should be, isn't it the doer should be concerned about the fruit? Yajna karma says you don't be concerned about the fruit at all. Why? In some other context, I'll explain. I'm not going into the details of it now. How many factors goes into determining the karma pala? There are multiple factors that determines the fruit of the action. Of the various factors that determines the fruit of the action, one is your prayatna, effort. One is your prayatna, the effort. Action produces two types of results. Sir, in some other context, you are saying 4. In some other context, you are saying, now you are saying 2 types of result. The 2 types of result is action has a material benefit, action has a spiritual benefit. Action produces 2 types of result. One is the material benefit, another is the spiritual benefit. In karma yoga, what are you concerned about? In karma yoga, what are you concerned about? Okay. In materialistic action, what are you concerned about? Very clear. One. In Karma Yoga, what are you concerned about? Little bit of both, sir. I want little bit of material benefit also I want, and I want little bit of spiritual benefit also. In Yajna Karma, what are you concerned about now? In Yajna Karma, what are you concerned about now? Only spiritual benefit. Now, the material benefit is dependent upon the skill. More skillful you are, that much material benefit you will get. The spiritual benefit is dependent upon not the skill. The spiritual benefit is dependent upon the attitude with which you do the action. With what attitude you are doing the action. You can be a very selfish, skillful person. Will you not get the result? Will you not make money? Will you not get the material benefit of making wealth? It's a different story where you may not be able to enjoy it. That's a different story. But material benefit comes through intelligence, skill. Therefore, all the education system is concerned about what? All the education system is concerned about the skill, the intelligence, the material benefit. Correct? When you are hiring a person, what do you look at? Will you look into the Chittashruti of that person and hire, or would you look at the qualification and hire? What would you look at to hire? Qualification only. Who cares about? Are you able to follow? Therefore, the skill produces material benefit. The attitude with which you perform action decides the spiritual benefit. In Karma Yoga, you want to both. Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham, he said. To satisfy this category of people, Ananya Sintayanto Ma Mejana Paryupasate, Esham Nitya Bhayuktanam Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. I will give you material benefit and I will give you spiritual benefit also. Win-win situation for both. Correct, sir. Now Vedanta is very practical. Now Vedanta is very appealing. Now Vedanta is very practical. And then you understand it doesn't work. It's not working that way. What is the thing? From the Karma Yoga, you mature into the Yajna Karma type of doing actions. What is Yajna Karma type of doing actions? Doing what I ought to do. Having done what I ought to do, I close my eyes to the result and move on to the next. This is Yajna. This is Yajna Karma. You understand the difference? So there are multiple factors which I'm not describing now, as I said, because if I take that, it will take 2 classes. I don't even know what text we are doing here. In every class, I'm getting confused what text we are doing. You follow? But doesn't matter. I'm not at all worried because text is an excuse when there are no questions. Yeah, just to keep you engaged when there are no questions, text is used. Or use the text and say something to generate questions. That's the teaching method. Yeah. Next one. Next clarification. Okay. I have read. Please stop reading, I told you. I have read. For example, Sati's father Daksh performing a yajna. Ashwamedha is another kind of yajna. Both seems to be done for fulfilling desires, and relinquishment didn't seem part of that. How are these yajnas relinquishing desires if they are working for the fulfillment of desires? Daksh was very arrogant. How did this yajna work to relinquish his kartritva? Again, now what you are meaning by yajna karma here is the ritual. The very ritual yajna karma can be, there is yajna where you can do for a specific result. Like Dasharatha did yajna for a specific result. What is the specific result for which Dasharatha did? Putra Kama Ishti. Putra Kama Ishti. Kama and Ishti. Yeah, Kama nale Ishti da. But then such a craving and intense desire for Putra, he did Putra Kama Ishti. And what and who came out of that? Rama and three brothers came out of that of that yajna. Rajasuya yajna. Clear. In Kathopanishad, Nachiketa's father did Vishwajit yajna. Vishwajit yajna means, Vishwa means the entire universe, the entire creation. Jit, Jitaha, coming from mastering, conquering. So he wants to be the world emperor, universe emperor. So if you want to become the emperor of the entire creation universe, you can do the Vishwajit yajna. Now, there it is very clearly called Kamya Karmas. It doesn't come under the category of Yajna Karma. It straight away comes under the category of Kamya Karma. Still you will get the result because you are doing it rightly. That's the distinction we made in the Sunday class. If you remember, Kamya Karma, when you do desired actions in the way it ought to be done, that kind of prayer, will it work or not? We analyzed it and then we came to the conclusion saying it does work. Yes, the result is limited and all that is separate, but the result will come. For example, Dasharatha wanted Rama, he got Rama. But poor man, he wasn't happy after that also, no? Which part of life he was happy after Rama was born? No part of life, because always worried about, before that, not having Rama was a problem. Now protecting Rama became a problem. So which part of life was he able to enjoy? The company of Rama. In fact, I don't know. Except one, everybody would have enjoyed the company of Rama. Who couldn't enjoy the company? Who couldn't enjoy? Dasharatha himself. Apada, he thought he settled. Yeah, he was looking at Rama, playing, turning, crawling, walking, talking. He enjoyed so much. Vasishtha came and said, time to put him to school, send him to school. Dasharatha started crying, isn't it? He started crying. He asked, why can't we change the school to the palace only? Why can't we change the school to the palace? We'll take care of all the students here also. Vasishtha said, send him, and he went. But at least I can send him by pick and drop service, no? At least I can send him by car, no? What did Vasishtha say? What did Vasishtha say? Walk back, like how everybody walks. And you should see that Ramayana portions. When he saw Rama and the three brothers walking, his heart was bleeding, because how can his son Rama go in the sun unprotected? Was there enjoyment? Suffering. Okay, all that is gone. He came back. Rama came back. And then he thought, it is settled now. The dangerous man, Vishwamitra, came. And he came and said, send Rama with me. Another problem now. He sent. At least he got married and all that. Came back. Made him the Yuvaraja. Tomorrow is going to be the Yuvaraja. That night he fainted and he couldn't see Rama after that. You know that, no? He didn't see him at all. Only in the movies and all you will see Dasharatha seeing Rama going. In the real Ramayana, he was completely, he didn't even have consciousness. All that he saw Rama last was when he told him, you will be the crown prince tomorrow. After that, he fainted. He didn't see Rama after that. He died. Putra Kama Ishtiyaga, he did. Rama came. Loka Sangraha got benefited. What happened to Dasharatha? Kamya karma, desires will be fulfilled. If it is done in the way it ought to be done, desires will be fulfilled. But you will still feel, cheated. You feel cheated. You feel there is something that's not right in life, sir. Something is not right in life. Things are not as dharmic. Ninga solra mari class solra mari, things are not that dharmikal. Something is wrong, mistake in life. So there is no yajna. They were doing a specific desired materialistic action, gotten the result. Like Daksha Prajapati, which you are quoting. I'm not going into that story. Daksha Prajapati did one yajna, whatever happened. Yeah. Next clarification. What does it mean to relinquish kartrutva? How can we do the same? Context. Yajnas and havans are the same. Attitude in a havan is that of a yajna. As a grihastha, we should do the Panchamaha yajna. Correct. Oh, that is the context to the fourth question. Put it rightly. Question 3. What does it mean to relinquish kartrutva? How can we do the same? Relinquishing kartrutva means what is kartrutva? What is kartrutva? I am the doer. Because I am the doer, I am the cause for my success. Because I am the doer, I am the cause for my failure. So when you are successful, you will garland yourself. When you are failure, you will whip yourself because you believe you are the doer. Correct? So I am the doer. Because you are the doer, when result is in your favor, you will garland yourself. When the result doesn't go in your favor, you will end up whipping yourself. So self-praising and self-whipping is product of kartrutva. I am the doer. Now, what is dropping kartrutva means? What is dropping kartrutva means now? The doer understands I can do my part in relation to action. What is my part in relation to action? Whatsoever I need to do, I do it sincerely. That part of it is your responsibility. And then there is other side to action. What is other side to action? There are factors that shapes the destiny of the entire creation, over which your actions is immaterial. Are you able to follow? There is a greater, the creation is a much, much greater movement. The creation is a much, much greater entity in existence. In compared to that greater entity in existence, your action and your results is immaterial. But kartrutva makes you to believe what? Kartrutva will make you to believe that you are the center and everything in creation must revolve around you. Are you able to follow? So what is removal of kartrutva? Removal of kartrutva is a cognition, a understanding. What is that cognition? What is that understanding? What is said elsewhere as a spoke in the wheel. So when you understand that you are a spoke in the total wheel that is removing kartrutva. It's an understanding. You follow, Amit? The doing continues. Something about the doer is changed. Always remember, kartrutva means the doing continues. The doer is changing. The doing doesn't change. Doing remains the same. But something in the doer goes on change. Isavasya Upanishad takes this reduction of kartrutva to a height. Isavasya Upanishad takes it to the height, reduction of kartrutva. It says, the one who knows how to act without kartrutva has known how to act. Nobody else knows how to perform actions. This person alone knows how to perform action. What is that example? You wear spotless white and white. Go into the coal cellar, the coal mine. The whole day you work in the coal mine and come out without a speck of dust. That is no kartrutva. Are you able to follow? Contemplate on this example. Will you wear spotless white and white into a coal mine and go? First of all, that itself is foolishness. Okay, you go. What will happen when you come out? You will be, that coal dust would have covered you so much that you'll be covered by the coal dust completely. Imagine a person who can walk in, do actions, and come out without a speck. Isavasya Upanishad. Na karma lipyate nare. It's a law of action. It is. Na karma lipyate nare. Meaning, actions do not taint. Actions do not taint. Na karma lipyate nare. Actions do not taint. What is tainting through action means you go on developing vastness. You perform action, and by the time you finish the action, you have developed 10 new. By the time you finish the action, you have developed 10 new desires. It means action has tainted you. Na karma lipyate nare means you perform an action, you are not tainted. Example, coal. Example, working in the coal mine. Next one. Context. Yajna and Havan are the same. Correct. The attitude in the Havan is that of a Yajna. Correct. As a Grihastha, we should do the Panchamaha Yajna. Correct. Because I have said all this, obviously it is correct. Agree, no? Aparna. Narayanji, you are agreeing, no? There is no fire sacrifice in the Panchamaha Yajna. Are there other yajnas that we need to do as grihasthas? Are yajnas nishkama karma or sakama karma? What he is asking is, yajnam na fire vano. Yajnam na fire vano. Panchamaha yajna, where is the fire? There is only water there. So how it will be? You both are very good friends. You and Amit. Fire illanga, then how can there be called as yajna? Again, fire is very symbolic. It's not the literal fire. It's symbolic. The attitude in Panchamaha Yajna is the attitude of, it's the same attitude. You follow? Because who's going to take and offer it? There is a divine power that is taking your offering and giving. No. In Panchamaha Yajna, the first three is Adrishta, the last two is Drishta. Correct? Divide Panchamaha Yajna itself into two parts. The first three, Deva, Rishi, Pitru, is Adrishta, and Manushya and Bhuta is Drishta. Yeah. Dad will go and tell everybody that he's teaching all out of syllabus he will teach. Because in all courses, I have never heard all these things. So he's simply saying whatever he wants to say. Don't go and say all that. Huh? Yeah. So there are Drishta and Adrishta. The Adrishta part of it is Deva, Rishi, Pitru. Manushya and Bhuta is Drishta. Now, with that Adrishta part, so because it is so predominantly the Adrishta part, by default Panchamaha Yajna is Yajna Karma. Again, by default Panchamaha Yajna becomes Yajna Karma. Because the three is Adrishta. You can't keep doing only Adrishta. No, because you are taking Drishta, you need to do some Drishta Karma also. But nevertheless, your attitude is one of Adrishta in relation to all the five. Therefore, Panchamaha Yajna boils down to Yajna Karma without fire. In those days, without fire, they will not do. Nowadays, you can't do with fire. Yeah. What is it? Fire alarms, no? Smoke alarms, smoke detectors, fire alarms. So what will you do? And then you have to go and tell the association, switch off the smoke detectors, fire alarms. They will say, no, we cannot do that. It is safety hazard protocol. Now what do you do? Thinking about all these things, the rishis in the past itself said, you will be living in high-rise apartments, protocols will come, you can't do fire and all. Therefore, do Panchamaha Yajna. It is Yajna Karma, it is Adrishta by nature, it is Yajna Karma attitude in Panchamaha. You follow? Shraddha develops. Your spiritual growth is determined by how intense is your Shraddha. More Shraddha you have, more you are grown. Shraddha means what? Conviction in the Adrishta part of life. That is Shraddha. You don't need Shraddha in the Drishta part of life. Are you able to follow that? See, for example, you go to the doctor. Is it Adrishta or Drishta? If you go to the doctor, is it Adrishta or Drishta? Huh? Drishta, exactly correct. It is Drishta because you look at the university degree, where he has studied, who is the one who has offered the degree, and similarly, how many has gotten it. So there is a clarity in. So by Drishta, you can prove the qualification of the doctor. Correct? Okay. You go to Dhanvantri. Dhanvantri is divine. Dhanvantri is a divine pharmacist. Yeah, Dhanvantri is a divine pharmacist. Okay, go to Vaidyanatha Swami. He is a divine doctor. Now, what qualification he has that you are going and telling him, cure me? As you are asking him to cure you, you don't believe that he can cure you. Correct? Are you able to understand the difference? Your spiritual maturity comes through your conviction in the Adrishta. That conviction in the Adrishta is called Shraddha. That's why, in order to explain Shraddha, we have to have a clarity on Adrishta first. Because Shraddha is in relation to Adrishta. Therefore, Shraddha is a conviction in the Adrishta. What is the Adrishta? All that the Vedas talk about is Adrishta. There is this thing called Dharma. Drishta or Adrishta it is? Adrishta, Drishta padi patta, you will have no conviction on Dharma, isn't it? If you look at Drishta, you will see, oh my God, all the bad, wicked people are thriving, flourishing, happy, and all the good people are suffering. And how do you know the good people are suffering? How do you know that good people are suffering? Yashu. Correct. I am suffering. No. She said it very rightly today. Yeah. How do you know that good people are suffering? I am suffering. No. Who I am? How can there be anybody better than me in goodness on this planet? Therefore, when I am suffering, good people are suffering. And when I look at everybody around me, I can't see any goodness in anybody, and everybody seems to be happy. Yeah. How do you know that everybody is happy? Everybody is going for movies. Everybody is going shopping. Everybody is going on a holiday. Everybody is doing everything, which you are also doing. How do you even understand all this? Therefore, the very spiritual growth is determined by Shraddha, and Shraddha means a conviction in Drishta, and the subject matter of Vedanta is Adrishta. That's why anything that people come and say, what is the practical proof? We laugh. Because it means that person didn't even understand the very relevance of the subject of Vedanta. Because the very Vedanta subject matter is Adrishta by nature, not Drishta by nature. Are you able to follow? Okay. All that is born will die. Is it Drishta or Adrishta? All that is born will die. Is it Drishta or Adrishta? Drishta, correct? Because my father died, my grandfather died, my grandmother died, some of the very close friends that I had all died. So it is very, unless I'm so dumb that I can't see it. Are you able to follow? Everything is temporary. Do you need scripture to come and tell you that everything is temporary? Is it Vedanta that everything is temporary? Ordinary basic intelligence, if you have, you can understand it. Because it is a subject matter of Drishta by nature. But there is this thing called Dharma. There is this thing called law of Karma. There is this thing called Punya and Papa. Because of that, there is this thing called Swarga and Naraka. And because of this, there is this thing called Punarjanma. What is all this called? Adrishta. Yeah. It's like saying, oh, beautiful philosophies are Vedanta. Because it taught me everything is impermanent. Oh. It's as absurd as saying, Vedas taught me, sir. Vedanta is very practical. It taught me what? When I'm hungry, I should eat. Do you need Vedanta to come and teach you that you should eat when you are hungry and sleep when you are sleepy and drink water when you are thirsty? Whole lifetime you are seeing changing. Therefore, you understand life will change. You don't need a scripture to come and teach you that which you can see already. All that we have studied already in the Pramanam sciences. Therefore, what is Shraddha now? Shraddha is a conviction in the Adrishta. And when you are convinced about Adrishta, what happens? In the initial stages, you yourself will look like one fool to yourself. Not only you will look like one fool to yourself, everybody around you also will say you are a fool. Vedanta will say, no, that's anyway you are a fool only. What is the big deal? Yeah. So what is Shraddha? A conviction in A conviction in adrishta. What is conviction in adrishta? There is karma and there is consequence to the karma, and the consequence to the karma is your mental state is dependent on the consequence of the karma, not on what you have or what you don't have, is adrishta. Are you able to follow? Your mental state of pain or joy is not dependent on what you have or what you don't have, is entirely dependent on the state of punya or papa, is determined by the law of karma. Obviously, you cannot believe in that. If anybody says, yes, sir, straight away I have understood that, we will get scared and we will prostrate to that person. Because such a wise person, no? Because it is adrishta by nature. So Shraddha is not about drishta matter. Shraddha is about adrishta matter. Today we are in such a dumb state that to say we have to tell people what? Oh, have Shraddha in the doctor. You need to have Shraddha in the doctor. He is already qualified. Yeah, if you come to me and ask me to do a surgery, you should have Shraddha, isn't it? Supposing you come to me and say, please, I have an appendix. I trust you so much, sir. Perform my appendix. And I also say, yes, I will do tomorrow morning. Narayana. God only has to save both of us, isn't it? You go to a surgeon who has done 15 years of studying itself is 15 years. Another 15 years of practice. I'm going for second opinion. Now, what to do there? Is that Shraddha or dumbness? That is just being very dumb. That is not Shraddha. Shraddha is a conviction in adrishta. Are you able to follow? A conviction in adrishta. What is the starting point of conviction in adrishta? There is always a timeline between the action and the result. Again, action will not fructify immediately. There is a timeline. Some actions fructifies immediately. Some actions fructify later. On a physical plane, when I say on a gross body level, actions will fructify immediately. Always remember this. On a gross bodily plane only, action and result is immediate. You eat now, your hunger is satiated now. It's not that you eat now and your hunger is going to get satiated 6 months later. Correct? You put your fingers in the fire, it will get burnt now. This is drishta at a grosser plane. The timeline between action and the result is not far away. According to the law of karma, your action and the result fructification is unknown. எப்பதான் சார் பலன் கிடைக்கும்? Yeah, I'm doing. When I will get the at least some indication, no, at least some temporary thing also, no. You follow? That is the conviction. Spiritual benefit comes from the conviction in the adrishta. Is it okay? In the context of the prayaschitta karma, I gave a story. What is the story I gave? Remember the story I gave in the context of prayaschitta karma? Shankaracharya went to that Kumarila Bhatta, and Kumarila Bhatta was already in the he cooked himself already. He was half cooked. When Shankaracharya went to meet him, he was already half cooked. And he said, in that half cooked state, and I cannot have a conversation. Go to my student Mandan Mishra. So Shankaracharya went from Kumarila Bhatta to Mandan Mishra. Why Kumarila Bhatta went into that house that where he got cooked himself? Because he lied to the Guru. He lied to the Guru. Question. What is that lie? Question. What is that lie to the Guru? You know the background, no? Sivagyanam. For karma, for moksha, karma is not the direct means. Sakshan mokshaika sadhanam. Knowledge is the direct means for liberation, not action. Now Shankaracharya wants to establish that. All that we talk is borrowed from 85% of what we talk is borrowed from him only. One man, if you have to be grateful, now that is Shankara, Adi Shankara, the first Shankaracharya. Now there is another Siddhanta, Kumarila Bhatta, who was talking about action and the importance of action, etc. Now he went there, he went to that Kumarila Bhatta was explaining that what is called Purva Mimamsa Veda Purva. Now Shankara wanted to expose the limitations of Veda Purva and establish the importance of Veda Anta. So when he went to have because in those days, your Siddhanta, not only in those days, in any technical education, in all technical education, your concepts gets proven, established only in debates and conferences. Even today it happens. That's why they have world conference, no? Scriptures also have it. Vedas also have it. We will not, in Vedas, we will not call it as conference, we will call it as sadhas. So there will be, a person will have a viewpoint and there will be about 30 fellows sitting and 30 experts. Yeah. In the Wednesday class, audience கிடையாது. Yeah. Yeah, 30 experts. Yeah. See, Wednesday class audience is nobody knows anything. So anything I say is, wow, sir, correct. Yeah. Not that audience there. Say 30 experts, each and every vowel that you use, each and every alphabet that you use in the word will be scrutinized. I tell you, such a beautiful thing to go for this service. I still keep going. I still go for all these things. Yeah. Paper presentation of 3 days, we will shiver. Yeah, why? Because you will not know what, and suddenly you go there, the fellow will ask something which is, and you can't say, give me 1 week time. I can't go open the book and refer and all that. Yeah, all has to come from the buddhi. அதுக்கு தான் புத்தி வரணுன்றது இல்லையா? புத்திலேருந்து வரணும். இப்ப எல்லாம் ஐபேட்ல இருந்து தான் வருது இல்லையா? புத்திலேருந்து nothing is coming. Everything is coming out from the iPad and cloud only. So now Shankaracharya wanted to have a meeting with Kumarila Bhatta, sadhas. He already went into that. Why he gotten into that? Because Kumarila Bhatta wanted to expose the wrong Siddhanta of 2 other groups. So he wanted to expose how wrong they are. Jainism and Buddhism. Because Jainism and Buddhism doesn't accept the authority of the Vedas. They don't accept the authority of the Vedas. He said, no, Vedas are the authority. Now Shankaracharya came and proved Veda Anta is authority. Who proved Veda's authority, as a result of which Buddhism, Jainism and all couldn't survive in this country till date, is because of that Kumarila Bhatta. Oh, you must read those books. Don't try unless you want to go mad. Beautiful arguments. You know what an argument he gives, the logic, extraordinary. Shankaracharya, knowing that man, he wanted to go, and he was already that. Why he got into that prayaschitta? Because to study Jainism, he went to a Jain guru. He studied under the Jain guru to study Jainism only to refute it. He didn't study, carefully follow, he didn't study for the purpose of Studying, he wanted to study it in detail so that he can come back and refute it, prove it's wrong. So when he went in with a clear, he went in with a very clear intention. Are you able to follow? What is the lie now? What is the lie? What is the lie? What is the lie he told the Guru now? He didn't reveal his intention. He didn't reveal his real, he didn't reveal his intention. In the law of karma, in the dharma, in the law of karma, it is called Guru Droha. Guru Droha, அதுக்குன்னு ஒரு நரக்கம் இருக்கு. For everything there is one. For one thing there is one naraka. And because him having conviction in all that, he said, what is the way to avoid that naraka? Do a prashchitta. That's the story. Now, what is the lie he told to the Guru? What is the lie he told? He didn't utter a lie directly, but he lied. For he never told his Guru, I am studying under you to go out and prove you wrong. சொல்லிருக்கணும் இல்லையா? அது சொல்ல. Because he didn't say that it's a sin. Are you able to follow? So what is lie? What does lie means? What is lie here? Lie has got nothing to do with the facts. Lie has to do something with the intentions. And you know the intention with which you are going. Are you able to follow? See, we understand lie, untruth means facts, no. Correct? பொய்னா நம்ம என்ன நினைச்சிருக்கிறோம்? facts மறைச்சா பொய். No. We don't accept that as untruth at all. Why? Because there's no such thing called absolute fact. There's no such thing called absolute facts. If there is no such thing called absolute fact, then what is the lie? What is the truth? Okay, is there a thing called absolute fact? There is no such thing called absolute fact. How do you say that? All knowledges are revealed by an instrument. Carefully follow the sequence. All knowledges are revealed through an instrument. The quality and the limitation of the instrument will determine the quality of the knowledge. Frida Ram Subramanian. The logic. The quality of the instrument and will determine the quality of the knowledge. A person will do a PhD and get a doctoral degree. Another person will come and do another PhD degree proving this person is wrong. Will we take the PhD degree from that man back, telling that you are lied? Will we do that? We will not do that. No. Why? Because we understand there is no such thing called absolute fact at all. Are you able to follow? There is no such thing called absolute fact at all. That is why facts means that which will keep. Fact means that which will keep change. So, abdina, what is the truth and what is untruth? What is satyam and what is asatyam? The satyam and asatyam is not in relation to you revealing the data, you revealing your intentions. And when you go to Guru and when you go to God, what you should reveal? You should reveal your inner intentions. And you will be aware of your inner intention. You can't say, oh, I didn't know, sir. I didn't know I had this intention. You cannot say that. Whatsoever intentions you had, you should be able to reveal it. Are you going to follow what is dharma in Satyam and Asatyam now? I always tell the facts only, sir. Therefore, I am speaking the truth. We'll turn back and say that's a very poor way of understanding what is a fact, because there is no such thing called an absolute fact. Why there is no such thing called absolute fact? Knowledge always reveals depending upon the quality of the instrument. So what is revealed is not fully what it is. What is revealed is what your instrument is seeing in it. This is where philosophy comes. This is where Vedanta comes. Are you able to follow? Now, what you are seeing is not what it is. What you are seeing is only a part of it. Why you can only see a part of it? That's the limitation of your instrument. The eyes that can see only in the spectrum of Vygotsky colors will only reveal that. Yeah, will only reveal that. Ultraviolet and infrared. What happens? You can't, because the instrument is incapable of revealing it. Therefore, whatsoever you call as knowledge or a fact is that which is revealed by the instrument, and more it reveals, much more it gets revealed and again and again and again. That's why I gave this example. A person will do a PhD and will give a Nobel Prize. Another person will come and do a research and expose the fallacy in that. Will we say the first fellow is a cheat? Will we say that? Logically, no. If you are very wise, you should say that no. No, sir. Then what is it? The reality of life is there is no such thing called facts. Therefore, the law, now carefully follow the answer. The law doesn't worry about the fact. The law worries about the law looks at your intentions, because you pay the price for the Sukham and Dukkham, Swarga and Naraka, the Punarjanma, etc. Everything is determined by what? The intentions only. Yeah. Always remember this. Most of the time, we want to reveal a fact only to hurt the other. We are not really interested in facts. Do you know that? Most of the time in life, we are not interested in the fact. By revealing this fact, that person is going to get hurt. So what are we actually interested in? What is the intention of revealing a fact most of the times? Hurting the person. Did you come to know only in this second? No, sir, I knew it always. Then why kept quiet? It was favorable to me, I was keeping quiet. Now it has become not favorable to me. I become a fighter of righteousness. Sir. Vedanta doesn't look into the drama, all this. This is all politics. Vedanta, the law of karma, doesn't look at life from the human political angle. The law of karma looks at it from the dharmic angle. And what is dharma? Is your intention. And Kumarila Bhatta knew that he had a very different intention. What is a different intention? What is the wrong intention? What is the wrong intention? To prove the Guru is wrong. Yeah. And it is always very pleasant to tell the Guru is wrong. No? Have you ever observed it? It's always so happy to say the Guru is, no, sir, you made a mistake. Now, what a joy it is, isn't it? What a joy it is. Because you are so irritated. All along, he's saying you are wrong, you are wrong, you are wrong. Now you get a chance, isn't it? What is the chance you get? So now we both are? Correct. We are on the same Isn't it? What a joy the child gets in exposing the parent is foolish. Same childishness it is, isn't it? See, the child genuinely believes what? The father is foolish. Say no. We will come and say that on the instrumental plane, the father may be foolish. On the intentional plane, the father is always right. Are you able to understand the difference now? On an intentional plane, the father and mother is always right. On an instrumental plane, they will be wrong. Now, when you look at them, from what angle you must train to look at life now? From what angle you must train yourself to look at life? Not on the data plane, on the intentional plane. And when you see them not having the right intentions, you immediately understand what? Immediately you understand there is a law that's going to take care. And you don't have to take law onto your hands. Yeah. Vijay, விவேக் காமெடி மாதிரி சட்டத்தை கையில் எடுத்துக்கூடாது இல்லையா? Yeah, we should not become the lawyer and the judge. Most of the times we are the lawyer and we are the judge. Actually speaking, first we are the judge. Yeah, first we are the judge, and then just to satisfy we give some justification, and it can be easily proven wrong. We don't know what to do after that. Then we'll say, no sir, இதெல்லாம் சும்மா பேசினே இருக்கலாம் முடியாது. I know I am right. அவ்வளவுதான். Ego takes over. So, yeah, sure. What is the lie he said? He didn't reveal the intention. Carefully follow. He was aware of his intention. That's the lie. He was aware of it. He knew exactly. It means there is a scheming, there is a planning, isn't it? For which there is a punishment which he has to take. He took it upon himself. Therefore, what is the lie? Lie is not in being factual or not being factual, because there's no such thing called being factual or non-factual. What you may think as a fact may not be a fact at all, because you really do not know what is relevant and what is irrelevant. Yeah. In Vedanta, according to Dharma, lie, satyam or asatyam is determined not by how factually correct you are. That's why in Vedanta, we don't worry about the factual data. How do you know that? If you see the Indian way of writing history, we will never bother about. Look at the Indian way of writing history. Look at the Western way of writing history. There is a difference, no? Here, we write history in a different way. Adu enna vayo therilla, but it's a way. What is that? We will never bother about the year, the date. We really don't care that much. Why? Because we will not care that much. Why we will not care that much? In a country, we have 55 calendars. Yeah. In a single country, we have 55 Panchanga, which is 55 calendars. Now, which calendar? Yeah. According to one calendar, Sunny has already transferred. According to another calendar, Sunny is transferring. According to another calendar, he is going to transit. Epo. Next year only. Therefore, which will you take it as a fact? Therefore, we don't worry about those dates and all. But we only worry about we don't look into the data, we look into the person. We don't look into the fact, we look into the person. Looking into the person means the intentions. Because dharma is operating based on your intentions. And Kumirila Bhatta, being established Veda as the dharma, has a full conviction on that. Therefore, he did the prashita. But it's a very meaningful story. I really don't know whether it is a true story or not, whether he actually built one house like that and got into and cooked himself up like that or not. We don't care about that. One thing we are interested in is what? The idea that is conveyed there. What is the idea that is conveyed there? Guru Droha is not revealing the intention. Why it is called Guru Droha, not revealing the intention? Even to a single person, we are not able to bow down. That much of ego we are having. That's what it implies. Even in relation to a single person, we are not able to bow down. The ego is that strong. So you pay the price for being egoistic. So the law of karma is giving you the consequence of what? Not because the guru is hurt. Guru doesn't get hurt. Why will he get hurt? The child says, I hate you to the mother. Yeah. And the mother is crying, oh, my child hates me. Will any mother cry? No. Because all children will tell the mothers what? Huh? I can't stand you. Correct? Yeah. எங்க இருந்தாலும் சரி, அமெரிக்கா போனாலும் சரி, வேலூர் இருந்தாலும் சரி, பக்கத்திலே உட்கார்ந்தாலும் சரி, the answer is one. What? I can't stand, sir. Stand who? The mother. And then I can't stand the father. Supposing the father and mother hearing that going into a depression. Will any parent go into a depression because of that? Because they understand what? Yeah. They'll grow. One. Number two, I also said the same thing about my parent. What is happening now? Photo path, oh, I'm crying. Yeah. Looking at the photograph, I'm weeping every day. Oh, you, I should not have done that. Oh, you, I should not have done that. Yeah. Any meaning in that? We feel sympathetic. So what I'll tell them, at least cry now. Don't cry in front of my photograph. Yeah, photograph no guru is going to get hurt and he's going to curse you. Therefore, you are going to go through this problem. The very law itself comes back to hurt you. The very law itself. What is that law? Somebody is sacrificing their life to benefit you, and to that person, you don't have the courage to reveal your intention. It means how much of coward you are. Yeah, அவ்வளோ பயந்தாங்குழியா இருந்தா என்ன பண்றது? ராம் சுப்ரமணியம் புரியுதா இல்லையா? That's being such a coward. Somebody is sacrificing life for your welfare. At least you should be able to have the courage to reveal your intention. Fear. Why? If I reveal the intention, I'll be judged immediately and sent off. If you are judged immediately and sent off, thank God is supporting you. You would have gotten stuck with the wrong guru. You reveal your intention and the guru says, get out. You should thank your stars. You have done some very good karma in your Purva Janma. Because of what? Because if the guru is judging you, what kind of a guru that person can be? Are you able to follow the difference? Therefore, what does Guru Droha means? Droha generally, it's not about lying. Because there's no such thing as facts or truth or untruth. Yeah. Facts is always contextual. No. There is no such thing called an independent fact outside a context. Facts are always contextual. When the context changes, what will change? Fact also changes. அப்படின்னா போய் சொல்லினே இருந்தோம்னு அர்த்தமா? No. Is it okay? You don't have to worry because you don't have that problem. Hmm? We'll continue.